Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again with another episode of Sunderland Career Mode, and we're coming into this one after the previous Sunderland Career Mode was the Q&A for 1,000 subscribers, and you guys were pretty resounding in your response, saying that you would love to see a part 2, because I did say that I did have a few questions left over. There were some more questions asked as well, so this is definitely going to be the Q&A part 2. Firstly, I'd like to say a huge thank you for making the first Q&A such a huge success. We did have loads of questions, like I said, in the video itself, and again, that video's got over 50 likes and is absolutely storming. It's got loads of views, loads of likes, and you guys have been absolutely amazing with the support for the channel. So we're going to come. Oh, my nose feels really weird. You know when you need to sneeze but you can't sneeze and it just won't go away. Anyway, I'm gonna hope that that disappears, and we're gonna start with the first question, which is favourite Sunderland players in real life, from Nathan Hall. To be completely honest, my favourite Sunderland player is probably Adam Johnson. I loved him when he was at City. Would have loved him at Chelsea. To be completely honest, would have been a great winger for Chelsea. But unfortunately, he went to Sunderland. But he's probably my favourite player in real life from Sunderland. XI Messi asks, could you do 2 videos a day? Unfortunately, considering the amount of time it takes me to render and upload, because my internet's awful and my laptop is distinctly average, I really couldn't put out 2 videos a day. But if at some point down the road I am able to get a decent desktop PC and the internet in my area is improved, then I would definitely look into doing 2 videos a day. But that's definitely not something that we could be doing at the minute, but it's something for the future, shall we say. Dan Fitzpatrick asks career mode or FIFA Ultimate Team. Personally, career mode all day long. Absolutely love career mode. Ultimate Team obviously is absolutely fantastic, but career mode just edges it for me. Van Gilf says Marmite lover or hater. Ugh! Marmite, worst thing on the planet. Absolutely horrible. How anyone could even remotely think that that stuff is tasty is beyond me. You all have fucked up tongues. How many football matches have you been to in your life? Says Kieran J. Literally, I could not put a figure on it. I've been going home and away with Cambridge United for over a decade. The past 4 years or so, been going to plenty of Chelsea games as well, and also a few England games, a few other just random club games. Probably, I'd say, to kind of expand on that, the biggest game I've been to in terms of atmosphere and importance would be the Champions League semi-final second leg last year, Chelsea away at Barcelona. That was the most intense game I've ever been at. The atmosphere in the Nou Camp was unbelievable, and the apprehension and tension in the Chelsea fans was just insane. I couldn't even explain to you how I felt at that particular moment when Torres scored. Just the immense release of all the tension was just too much to bear, and everyone just completely collapsed in just a heap, because we were just so exhausted from all the apprehension and the tension going into that game and coming out of it. And the release of being able to get through to the final in Munich was just unbelievable. So that's probably the biggest game I've been to. So yeah, I could probably say, how many football matches have you been to? Probably no, maybe not 4 figures. At least 750. Put it that way. Probably over 750 games in my entire life. Next question comes from Alp27HD. Who do you want to get a team of the season card? Now, I actually hadn't put too much thought into this until Alp actually asked me this question. Personally, I think the person I'd most like to get a team of the season card is probably either Juan Mata or Eden Hazard. Now, I know you're probably going to say that's really predictable with me being a Chelsea fan, and to be fair, it probably is pretty predictable with me being a Chelsea fan, but both of them have been absolutely superb for Chelsea this season, and I'd love to have a team of the season, one of those, just in my club or in my first team. Just be unreal. So that's probably who I'd like to see, or who I'd most like to get personally into my own club. Next question comes from Mr. Black Sabbath 94. Says, do you think Suarez will stay at Liverpool? That's a decent question, actually. I'm not entirely too sure. I think it depends where they finish and what sort of form they're in when they finish the season. The past couple of months, or since Christmas really, they have been putting some really good form together. Look promising for next season. So I think he will probably stay, regardless of the fact that they're not going to get Champions League or any sort of silverware this year, because they are looking like a decent prospect for next season. Depending on who Brendan Rodgers can bring in the summer, they may be a decent shout for not the title obviously, but maybe for a fourth spot or a domestic trophy next season. Mr. Black Sabbath 94 also asked best manager of all time. I think it has to be Sir Alex Ferguson for just sheer amount of trophies and success at one club. Sir Alex Ferguson is probably the best manager that I've seen in my lifetime, and probably one of the best managers of all time in the history of the game. I think Jose Mourinho, by the time he retires, will probably be on par, if not past, Ferguson as the best manager of all time. As I turn the page, sorry if you heard that. But at the minute, I'd have to say it's Sir Alex Ferguson. They're clearly going to get their 20th league title. They've got numerous, was it 2 European Cups or 3 European Cups under him? 3 or 4 FA Cups. I'm not sure how many times they've won the League Cup, but he's just the best manager of all time as far as I'm concerned. Next question comes from the Zany Apocalypse. Says, any closer to getting live streams sorted out? Unfortunately, I haven't found the time to be able to investigate on Twitch whether my upload speed is good enough to be able to stream. I did try streaming through YouTube as like a test stream, and it was really laggy. So unfortunately, can't do it straight through YouTube. But maybe Twitch might be a little bit better because it's, you know, a website specifically designed for streaming. But my upload is only 0.9, which is horrific, absolutely horrific. But it won't be getting any better anytime soon, so I'm not sure. I think the most I'll be able to stream in is 360p, which is probably watchable so long as it's smooth. So we'll have to wait and see. I will look into that as and when I can. Zany also asks, who were your football idols growing up? Personally, one of my biggest memories as a kid growing up was that Michael Owen goal against Argentina in '98. Absolutely unbelievable, and from that day forward, I kind of looked up to Owen as like my ultimate footballer. I just wanted to be him, like have that pace and that ability to finish was just unbelievable. So he was probably my biggest idol growing up. Favourite championship team, says Random Video's own. Probably Huddersfield, mainly because I have family in the town. So I'd say favourite championship team are probably Huddersfield Town. Most hated championship team without any shadow of doubt is Peterborough United. Absolutely hate them. Obviously being a Cambridge fan, they are the worst of the worst. They're our biggest rivals, so absolutely hate Peterborough. But the last question comes from Emil Heskey, and he says, for the right offer, would you leave Sunderland in career mode? I'm really not sure, to be completely honest. Obviously we've got, since the financial benefactor thing, we've had a huge financial backing, so we've been able to bring in some amazing talent. We've got some great players that we've brought in young that are now progressing very, very nicely. The squad is definitely there to be successful for the foreseeable future. So I'm not sure. I guess it would have to depend on what the offer was, or / who it was from, and what sort of financial backing they had, and what sort of squad they had at present. But I'm not sure whether I would leave Sunderland. I think if the series is going to come to an end, or if my tenure at Sunderland is going to come to an end, it would be to start a new career mode save rather than move on somewhere else with Sunderland. But that would be open to you guys, I guess, by the time we get to that point in the series. But that is going to wrap this one up then, guys. That is the end of the Q&A overall. That was the last question I had. So thank you very much for watching. Please do leave this video a like, and let me know down below if you have any reaction to the questions and to my answers. Of course, like I say, the first video got an amazing response, so thank you very much for that. Please do try and do the same for this one, because yesterday's video was an absolute flop for no reason whatsoever. It got about half the views and less than half the likes that we normally do on that pack-only Road to Glory series, so really not sure whether that was just a one-off, but hopefully today we'll do a little bit better. But yeah, that is going to wrap this up, guys, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.